20-minute full body workout routine that I'm gonna be taking into consideration. I'm gonna be working through today with y'all. So the way this workout is gonna work is we got 3 different body style of work that we're gonna do. The first exercise we're gonna do is gonna be a push exercise every single time. Exercise number 2 we're going to do is going to be a leg exercise every single time, so we'll be hitting legs. And then thirdly, we'll be doing a core exercise every time. We're going to do 5 rounds of that rotation. Push, legs, core. So in total, it'll be 15 different exercises. And the way that we're going to break it down is we're going to do 60 seconds of work, followed by 15 seconds of active recovery. So it's going to be a nice workout. It's going to last about 25 minutes. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, y'all, I'm on the road to 900 subscribers, and we'll continue to run up the numbers. But enough of the talking, as y'all know, I always like to say, let's go ahead and get to the trench work coming right now. Here we go, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a countdown, then we get right to the push work. Here we go. When we hear that timer ring, we go.
January 1st comes around, everybody's on that motivation high. New year, new me, all that kindling, catching a little spark. But guess what? By January 10th, 12th, maybe 2 weeks and that fire's out. It's dead. Why? Because motivation is weak if you don't turn it into something stronger. So here's my challenge to you. How far can you push it? Can you take that spark and turn it into something real? Most of you can't. You're all hype until that first alarm clock goes off at 4 a.m. and then it's, oh, I'll skip the gym today. That's when the excuses start. People hit me up all the time, Goggins, I need a workout plan. You know what? I'm done handing out plans. You know why? Because 99% of you are going to waste my fucking time. You'll get the plan, and then here come the dumbass questions. What kind of shoes do I need? What kind of watch should I get? Who the fuck cares? Go to the store, buy some shoes, and start running your ass into the ground. Stop overthinking it. Merry Christmas. Call me when you've actually done something, when you've lost some weight, when you've built a base. Then we'll talk. Until then, shut the fuck up and get to work. Man, this thing ain't a race between me and some dude next to me. It's a race between me and me. David Goggins versus David Goggins. That's it. Once you figure that out, you silence all that noise, all that clogging your head, and you can finally start to grow. You start to realize I'm stressed out for no reason. This is my timeline, my race. And here's the real thing. I had to stop pretending to be someone I wasn't. I had to face myself, strip away all that fake ass shit I was hiding behind. Stop being scared. Stop bullshitting myself. No growth comes from lies, and none. I was trying to build my life on a foundation of bullshit, lies, and fear. And you can't build a house on a cracked foundation. Hell no. You got to rip it all down, get down to the raw mineral core of who the fuck you are. That's where growth begins. Now, what's the role of suffering in all this? It's the key, man. Suffering strips all that fake ass shit away, all those layers you hide behind. You're left with you, the real you. When you're suffering, when you're uncomfortable, when you're in the middle of the grind, that's when the truth comes out. That's when the unfiltered, no bullshit dialogue between you and yourself happens. You know what I'm talking about? Everyone does. You're in a bad spot in life and your mind starts saying some dark, fucked up shit. That's who you are at your core. Not some fake Rocky Balboa, let's go champ kind of moment. No, it's fuck this, I'm done. I'm out. That's the real shit you got to face. And here's the thing. The growth happens when you stay in that moment. When you sit in the suck and refuse to leave it. As you suffer, you're peeling those layers away, but at the same time, you're building mental calluses. Layer by layer, you toughen the fuck up. That's where the growth happens. When you force yourself to stay, you can't tap out. You can't quit. And let me tell you something about the people who've wronged you about all the unfair shit that's happened. Once you get to a place where you're truly happy with who you are, when you own your shit, nobody can fuck with you anymore. They might try, but it doesn't hit the same. All that bullshit rolls right off you. I used to let every little thing cut me deep. Someone said something, someone did something. Man, it fucked me up, but now I've been through so much shit, I don't even feel it. My headspace, I own that shit. A lot of people out here renting their headspace to others. Not me. My mind is mine. And that's freedom. That's power. What do I mean by owning other people's headspace? I'm talking about how most motherfuckers out here are letting their brains get hijacked by bullshit. They're so caught up in what everyone else thinks about them, running all these fake ass narratives in their heads like that's going to make their lives better. Guess what? It ain't. They're more worried about other people's opinions than they are about how they feel about their own damn selves. That's why most people's minds are on fucking rent. They've leased out their thoughts to all this garbage in the world. Social media drama, fear of judgment, you name it. Me. I evicted that shit a long time ago. I'm not renting out my mind to anybody anymore. I put a down payment on my own fucking brain and I'm making payments every damn day. Nobody else owns it. Nobody controls it. This is my shit now. That's what I'm here to do. You don't get peace without going to war with yourself first. That's the truth. I said it in my book and I'll say it again. Go to war with yourself before you even think about peace. It's not a feel-good journey. It's not about putting on a fake-ass smile. It's about doing the real work, the hard, painful, relentless grind that nobody else is willing to do. So if you're ready to face that, to step into the fire instead of running from it, then let's go. Otherwise, stay in the shallow end, because the deep water, that's where the real shit happens. But here's where most people fuck up. Motivation. It's fragile. It's like a match. You can snuff it out easy. What you need is to turn that motivation into drive, into obsession, into some all-out, no-holds-barred, can't-turn-it-off inferno kind of shit. When you hit that point, it's not just a fire anymore. It's a damn blaze. You need a fucking army of firefighters to put it out. And even then, they ain't stopping it. The only thing that can stop an inferno like that is itself. It burns so hot, so strong, it consumes everything in its path. That's what obsession feels like. And let me tell you something about obsession. It's self-generated. No one can give it to you. No one can talk you into it or will you into being obsessed. That shit has to come from deep. Deep inside you. It's buried in a place most people never go. They're too scared. They don't want to dig that deep. And society, man, society slaps some weak-ass negative label on obsession like it's a bad thing. Oh, he's too obsessed. Bullshit. To me. That's the highest fucking compliment you can give someone. You call me obsessed. Hell yeah, I'm obsessed, and that's why I'm dangerous. Yeah, obsession can fuck you up. It can ruin your life if you don't know how to harness it. But if you want to be great, truly fucking great, you have to go all in. You have to be willing to be misunderstood. People won't get you. They'll call you crazy, psycho, nuts. They'll question everything you do. Why are you in the gym at 1 a.m. after a 14-hour grind at work? Why are you pushing your body when it's already broken down? They'll never understand. And you know what? Good. I don't want them to understand. If they understood, I'd be just like them, and fuck that. When people look at you like you're insane, when they don't get why you're doing what you're doing, that's when you know you're on the right path. You've arrived when you're so far out on the edge, so locked into your obsession that the world thinks you've lost your mind. That's where greatness lives. That's the fucking truth. It's not pretty, it's not balanced, and it sure as hell isn't for everyone. But if you want to be the baddest motherfucker out there, it's the only way. When people stop fucking understanding you, that's when you know you're in the right spot. That's the zone of obsession, drive, and focus, where everybody around you is like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And you know what I say? I don't want to talk to you, man. I don't need to, cause you're never going to get it. This shit ain't for you. It's all about mindset. That's it. That's the secret sauce. You've got to change the dialogue in your own head. Here's what most people don't understand. Suffering is the key. You've got to look at suffering and failure as your teachers. You can't succeed without them. In suffering and failure, that's where all the answers are. The test is your life, and the answers are written in the pain, the setbacks, the grind. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't have to live in that suffering every day, but you've got to visit it. Just like working out, you're only in the gym for maybe an hour a day. The other 23 hours, that's your time to recover, to reflect, to grow. But that 1 hour in the pain, that's where the magic happens. Most people avoid that shit because it's hard, it's uncomfortable. But guess what? That's where you find out who the fuck you really are. That's where you separate yourself from the rest of the pack. So stop looking for easy. Stop looking for motivation. Look for obsession. Look for drive. And then fucking live there. You want to get in shape. You want to level up in life. Then you've got to visit suffering. You've got to step into the pain. 1 hour a day, that's what it takes. Hit the gym, visit your past failures, dig into that pain every fucking day. The answers you're looking for, they're not in some self-help book or motivational video. They're buried in the suffering, hidden in the pain. That's where you need to go. I call it the live autopsy. You know how they figure out why someone died? They crack you open after you're dead. But why the fuck wait until you're dead to figure out your shit? Do it now while you're alive. Go into your suffering, go into your pain, and start asking the hard questions. Why does this shit hurt me so bad? Why am I scared? Why do I shut down when the world gets tough? Let me tell you something. The reason you shut down, the reason you're stuck on that couch, feeling sorry for yourself, is buried in the scars inside your mind. Those scars, that's where all the answers are. But you're too scared to look. You've got to spend at least an hour a day in that space, digging, analyzing, and studying yourself. That's how you grow. That's how you figure out what the fuck is holding you back. Don't just say, oh, I'm scared of this, or I'm afraid to do that. Fuck that. Study it. Break it down. Why are you afraid? What's behind the fear? That's what I did. I didn't run from my mind. I fucking dove into it. I asked myself, why the hell am I so weak? And you know what I found? I came from hell. I came from a place that beat me down to nothing. That's why I was afraid. That's why I was broken. But instead of hiding from it, I systematically faced it. One by one, I went back to every memory, every fear, every person, every scar. I revisited all the shit that fucked me up and I faced it head on. That's how you take control of your mind. That's how you win. And your mind has the ultimate tactical advantage over you. It knows your scars. It knows your fears. It knows your insecurities. And its whole job is to protect you from that shit. That's why your brain tells you don't jump out of an airplane or don't go back to that memory where your dad beat the fuck out of you. It's a survival mechanism. But it's also holding you back. The brain protects you so much that it stops your growth. Your mind wants to keep you in the safe zone, the comfort zone. It wants to avoid the hard shit. But here's the truth. The brain might be smart, but it's not the boss. You are. You have to take control of your mind, or it will lead you straight to the path of least resistance. And that path, it's soft, it's easy, and it's not where growth lies. The brain doesn't want to be hardened. It doesn't want to revisit the trauma, the scars, or the pain. It just wants peace. But peace without growth is bullshit. You've got to force your mind to go where it doesn't want to go. You've got to train it to endure the pain, to face the suffering, and to grow stronger from it. That's the only way you become unbreakable. You've got to learn to break those big, painful ass moments in life into their smallest pieces. Life is going to throw some heavy, brutal shit at you, but your brain, it can't handle the big picture of hours and hours of suffering. That's too much. But what it can handle is the right now. Like I'm in the Pacific Ocean, it's cold as fuck. And this is what I'm doing. That's it. Don't think about anything beyond that moment. I learned this lesson the hard way through Hell Week. Not just one, but 3 fucking Hell Weeks. I went through Ranger School Buds and all these other brutal military programs just to understand how the mind processes pain and suffering. There are 2 types of people when it comes to this shit. Theorists and practitioners. A theorist reads a book, talks about mental toughness, but they don't live it. They're just reciting someone else's words. Then there's the practitioner. That's me. I live this shit. I didn't just want to talk about mental toughness. I wanted to master it to go beyond the limits of what people think is possible. And the only way to do that, you've got to throw yourself into hell over and over again and study how your mind reacts. That's where the growth happens. You've got to learn to slow your mind down in the middle of chaos because the mind wants to speed the fuck up and escape the pain. It doesn't want to process suffering. It wants out. Man, when I was younger, I didn't know how to handle the moment. The pain, the fear, the discomfort, it all became too big. And when it got too big, I spazzed the fuck out and quit. But now, I don't even think about what's ahead. I don't think, oh, in an hour I'll be warm and eating. Nope. I stay right here in the suffering. I embrace it because that's what it takes to lead, to grow, to win. Here's another thing I learned. When you stop thinking about yourself, the pain disappears. I was a boat crew leader during Hell Week. 6 guys in my boat, including me. And as a leader, it wasn't just about me surviving. It was about making sure my team made it through. When you focus on the people around you, your brothers, your sisters, your crew, your mind stops giving a fuck about how cold, tired, or miserable you are. So instead of thinking, get the hell out, Goggins, my mind shifted to how's John holding up? How's Andy? How's Sam? How's Pete? That's all I cared about. And when your focus is on taking care of the people around you, your pain becomes irrelevant. You got to learn how to get the fuck out of your own head, man. You've got to step back and let your body become a damn machine. But here's the thing, your mind is the driver and it's got to learn how to process all the different tactics you're throwing at it. When you're in the middle of the suck, buried in hell, you can't see shit. You're too deep in the pain to realize what the hell you're doing or how far you've come. So what do? You take a different vantage point. Get your ass up that mental mountaintop and look down on what you're doing. See the bigger picture. Yeah, it fucking hurts right now. But when you take that higher perspective, you can see the beauty in it. You're in the middle of transforming yourself, man. You're in the process of becoming something unstoppable. But you can't see that when you're stuck in the trenches. Get your soul out of the grind for a second, look at yourself from above, and realize how badass this journey is. Here's the thing. We all have that voice in our head, right? Some people call it God, the Holy Spirit, or intuition. Whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's there. That voice is telling you what's right, what's wrong, and where you need to go. But most people, they don't fucking listen. They ignore that voice. And the more you ignore it, the further away it gets. Eventually, the only voice you hear is your own. And let me tell you, when you're the only one you're listening to, you're probably wrong as fuck. That voice. It's there to guide you. And guess what? The path is pointing you toward that uncomfortable ass road you don't want to take. That's usually the right fucking one. It's the path you're afraid of, the one that makes you question yourself, the one that makes your stomach turn. That's where the growth is. But you've got to stop listening and pay attention. When life gets crazy and you're running on fumes, your mind starts firing off alarms. It's telling you, hey, you're doing too much. That's when you've got to slow your ass down. It's like I say, the 1 second decision. When your mind is spinning, your schedule is packed, and you've got no time to even fucking think. That's the moment you need to stop and take a hard look at what's going on. I've been there, neglecting the people I care about, skipping my disciplines, eating like shit, skipping workouts, not reading or learning. When you start neglecting one thing, it's a slippery slope. Neglect one and the rest follow, and before you know it, your whole damn life is out of whack. That's why I pay attention. I'm always watching for the signs. When my eating is off, when my sleep is trash, when my focus is slipping, that's when I hit the brakes and reset, because those little disciplines, they're the foundation of who the fuck I am. But here's the thing, you don't just wake up one day with a warrior mentality. Some people are lucky. They're born into a tough environment. They've got that hard-ass dad pushing them, teaching them discipline and mental toughness. That wasn't my story. I had to build it myself. I had to create my own crucible, my own hell, and throw myself into it again and again to forge that warrior mindset. This isn't about being soft. It's about designing a fucking life that makes you hard as nails. You build your own path to toughness. You create the crucibles that burn away the weakness. That's how you earn the right to call yourself a warrior. Stop running, stop hiding, and face the grind head on. That's the only way to win. When I talk about having a warrior mentality, people hear me and think, Goggins, you're out of your damn mind. You're crazy. But listen, man, not everyone is built for the life I've lived. God didn't put all of us here to bake cookies and sing fucking kumbaya. Some of us were put here to do the dangerous, dirty ass work that keeps this country safe. Love it or hate it, that's the truth. And I'm one of those people. You want to know what that mentality looks like. Imagine this. You're in a 10 by 10 room. You've got a weapon in your hand. You're standing outside a door. You have no fucking clue what's behind it. Could be in Alaska, 47 pointed right at your face. Or maybe it's a kid with a bomb strapped to him. Doesn't matter. You've got a job to do. A SEAL's job is to open that door, walk in and say, surprise, motherfucker. We're here. No hesitation. No fear. You're going ready to face whatever is on the other side. That's what I call a callous mind. And I didn't just wake up with that mindset. Becoming a SEAL was just the start. I kept sharpening that mental blade.
That's it. That's it. Holy cow, man. All right, that's it, y'all. That's about 25 minutes of work. Like I said, a push movement. a leg movement, and a core movement. Y'all see how much I'm sweating? Y'all see how tough that was? I did that in a very small space, all about 25 minutes, man. So never give yourself an excuse to get out of a good workout, because you can always get a good workout in no matter what. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a full gym. Look at this space I got right here, y'all. This is barely any space, but we're getting the work done, y'all. Make sure that y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Like I said, on the road to 900 subscribers, trying to break over that 900 mark, man. Let me know down below in the comments what new video ideas y'all want to see from me, and I'm always down to put out content, more videos that y'all want to see. Also, make sure y'all comment down below. Let me know what you're doing for New Year's. Let me know if you want to link up and get some workouts in. I'm always down to push, to be together, to be better with like-minded individuals who want that same growth, that same progress. 2025 has started. Let's make sure we're standing on our purpose and we're standing on our goals for this year. Don't fall off at that week, 2 week mark. Keep on pushing through. Doesn't matter how you feel, we're gonna push through. Y'all see the gains? Y'all see it? Come on now. If you want the shreds, want to learn how to get lean, want to learn how to fill out your muscle, then you need to subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all free game here, free knowledge. All you gotta do is like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. And then when you do that, you try these workouts and you try these different routines, and you will begin to see that fat melt off of your body once you combine that with good nutrition, y'all. Woo! I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know. Gotta get the roll before we get out of here. Let's go. Bag work, game work. We out.